Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this July 21st, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Friday out there so far. Everybody has a great Friday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. And also enjoy Don. Also, going to be and his information on it. Also, Invest 95L, located in the central tropical Atlantic. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. And also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today. And again, for your Saturday. And probably take a sneak peek at Sunday. But pretty much, Sunday looks just to be general thunderstorms across much of the nation with no severe weather at this time. Sneak peek at it as we get toward the end of this broadcast cycle. So do not miss any information of this entire video. Watch the entire thing through. That way you get a chance to see what my forecast is. Okay, if you're a new viewer and like my daily forecast content, go ahead and don't forget to smash that subscribe button. That way you get my forecast twice a day. Also, like these videos and share these videos, and if you would consider subscribing, that would be great. Okay, well, let's go ahead and dive on into the forecast now. As you can see, as we're looking at here on the screen here, we're looking at Tropical Storm Dawn. A bit of a center of rotation in the system. Looks pretty well healthy this morning or this afternoon in the tropical Atlantic across the north central tropical Atlantic here. It looks good. All right, let's take a look at some information from the track of this system here. Dawn's not going to last very much longer. We're going to take a look at the information here from the National Hurricane Center track. Okay, now we're in the Atlantic Standard Time again, so we're back at 11 p.m. now. Advisory, that's the center of rotation. Still remains a tropical storm through 8 a.m. Sunday. By 8 p.m. Sunday, should become can't talk this afternoon. A post-tropical cyclone by 8 p.m. Sunday, and then a post-tropical depression, and Dawn will be gone for good for another year. Alrighty, let's take a look at the let's take a look at the intensity guidance here real quick, and then we're going to jump to 95L, so that way you get a chance to see it. Okay, currently this is the center. This is the between 45. It's about 45 knots. It keeps it to a tropical storm all the way through pretty much the next 72 hours. Then it drops it off into a tropical depression, and we can say goodbye Dawn after that. So won't be too much longer. We will be talking about that. Let me go back to the graphic here. I forgot to give the coordinates if anybody's tracking it. If you're tracking Tropical Storm Dawn, it is located near latitude 35.8 north, longitude 46.5 west. Movement is to the west-northwest at 10 miles per hour, and maximum sustained winds are near 50 miles per hour with higher gusts. Classified as a tropical storm with winds of 39 to 73 miles. As you can see here, the look pretty well healthy this afternoon over the central tropical Atlantic, getting a lot of and some of the computer models do take it up to a category 2 or 3 hurricane. We'll show you that in the intensity guidance here, and also we're going to take a look at the forecast track. But yeah, you can see the darker reds and the yellows and stuff blowing up in the system. Look pretty well healthy this morning and this afternoon. Let's take a look at the track for the global forecast models. This is from the Hurricane Center models here. As you can see, here's the center of rotation. It should be approaching the Leeward Islands here sometime in the next 96 hours. 96 to 120 hours should be approaching you guys as well. I would not be surprised if this system becomes Tropical Storm Emily. That's the next name on the list. It will become Tropical Storm Emily. It should become Tropical Depression number 6, and then like I said, Tropical Storm Emily will be heading toward the Leeward Islands over the next couple of days. So if anybody in the Leeward Islands, Windward Islands over here toward Trinidad and Bago in the Leeward Islands, also over towards Jamaica, also towards Puerto Rico and stuff like that, y'all need to keep an eye on this system here as it continues to move into the Caribbean. I would not be surprised this system here works its way into the Gulf of Mexico later on down the road. Just want to give everybody a heads up on that. So just we'll keep a track on it and see what happens. All right, here's the intensity guidance. What the storm should be doing. Right now, like I said, it's only got winds of about 20-25 knots at this time. But by about anywhere from about 36 to about 84 hours out, most of the computer models do take it into a tropical storm. Later on down the road, about 160, about three of them keeps it tropical depression. There's probably about a handful of them here doing a tropical storm, and about a handful of them takes it up to a category 1 all the way up to a category 3. Will it become a category 3? It's kind of iffy right now. Can't really tell you right now if it's going to reach that high. But will it become a tropical storm? Looking more and more likely that it will become a tropical storm within the next 2 to maybe 4 days to come. So just want to give everybody a heads up on that. So like I said, if anybody in the Leeward Islands, Trinidad, Barbados and stuff like that, if you in those areas, you need to take heed the advice from the National Hurricane Center and also us here on YouTube to provide the latest weather information for your location, because like I said, it do look like it will become Tropical Depression number 6, then become Tropical Storm Emily, and it could even become Hurricane Emily later on down the road as it cruises into the Western Caribbean and maybe into the Gulf of Mexico. Something we're going to be keeping an eye on just to see what happens. So I just want to let everybody know that as well. Alright, let's move on to the weather radar across the nation. As you can see here, we got widespread showers and storms up here in portion of southeast Canada through portion of New Hampshire and Vermont. Also more widespread showers and storms off in the coast. Puerto Rico got some scattered. Puerto Rico, you look good. The Bahamas, the northern Bahamas, got some scattered showers there. Southern Florida got a few scattered showers. May move on shore there in the next few hours. Scattered activity over the Gulf of Mexico. We got more widespread showers and storms over portion of northern Mississippi through Arkansas, back into Oklahoma, also into portions of Kansas, also into Missouri as well. Scattered activity across southern Canada, over here in portions of southwest Canada as well. Over in portions of Montana a little bit there too. Also over here in portions of Colorado, over here in New Mexico, a little bit down around the Baja area of California. We got some scattered showers around the Hawaiian Chain Island, also over in central and southern Alaska, and also right along coastal areas there as well. You got some scattered showers around the island, and also maybe a few thunderstorms there as well. Okay, here we go. Alright, as you can see, we still got some flood watches in effect for portions of Vermont and also into portions of New York State. We got a severe thunderstorm watch also in effect for a portion of New Hampshire, also over towards southern Vermont, also in the eastern New York State, also towards Boston and Connecticut region there as well. We got heat advisories, also excessive heat warnings also in effect for Florida, into Georgia, southern South Carolina, through Alabama, Mississippi, Panhandle, Florida, Louisiana, also central and eastern Texas, southern Arkansas there as well. Got some flood advisory, flood warnings in effect, also for portions of Alabama, over here in portions of Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, and right along southern Missouri. Also got some flooding going on in portions of Oklahoma and also up here in South Dakota. Air quality alerts over portions of northern Colorado. And also we got a flood watch also in effect for northeastern New Mexico. We got more excessive heat warnings and advisories for portions of New Mexico, northern New Mexico, northeastern Arizona, well, much of Arizona, also California, also Nevada, Utah, Idaho, and portion of Oregon. Also up here in portion of Washington State as well. Got some air quality alerts there in southwestern Oregon as well. Special weather statement for central and eastern Alaska, and the Hawaii Chain Island got some gale warnings for the south side. North side looks a-okay. And also got some beach statements up here for portion of New York, upper New York State, and right along the northern Ohio, and also portion of Michigan, and also up towards northern Wisconsin as well. All right, Storm Prediction Center time. All right, as you can see, we got a general thunderstorm from Maine all the way down to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, through South Carolina to the Florida Keys, back to Arkansas, Texas, back into New Mexico and Arizona, back into Nevada, also up into Montana, Minnesota, and also south to North Dakota and Wyoming as well. We got a marginal risk up here in the northeast United States, but a slight risk there as well. Southeastern United States, southern and portions of Georgia, all the way back into Arkansas. Marginal and slight risk for you guys as well. Same over here in portions of New Mexico, all the way into portions of Colorado, Wyoming, and also into South Dakota and Nebraska as well. All right. If you live in Memphis, Tennessee, Atlanta, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama, Columbus, Georgia, Worcester, Massachusetts, slight risk for severe weather this afternoon. If you live in New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Denver, Colorado, Spring, Colorado, and Rural Colorado, a marginal risk for severe weather this afternoon. Tornado probability mainly in the northeastern United States. And if you live in New York, Newark, New Jersey, Jersey City, New Jersey, Yonkers, New York, and damaging winds for this afternoon. 5% in the brown in the northeast, 15% there as well. Same down here in the southeast United States, back to Arkansas. Also in the portions of New Mexico, back in the portions of Wyoming and New Mexico, Wyoming, and also into portions of Kansas as well. If you live in Memphis, Tennessee, Atlanta, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama, Columbus, Georgia, Worcester, Massachusetts, 15% risk for damaging winds. All right, at 5%, this includes New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Denver, Colorado, Spring, Colorado, and Rural Colorado as well for damaging winds. The hail probability for today, 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow or New Mexico. And if you live in Las Vegas, New Mexico, Trinidad, Colorado, Raton, New Mexico, Tumaco, New Mexico. Sorry if I mispronounced their name. 15% risk for large hail. Also, if you live in New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Memphis, Tennessee, Denver, Colorado, Atlanta, Georgia, 5% risk for large hail. All right, we're going to move on to day number 2. And we do have some more severe weather talk about thunderstorms in a portion of Maine, back in a portion of New Hampshire and Vermont, Outer Banks, North Carolina to the Florida Keys, back to Texas, all the way to Arizona, all the way to Nevada, all the way back up here in the portion of Montana, south of North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, northern Michigan. We got a marginal risk over here in Arizona, also over here in portions of Kansas, all the way into Minnesota. Same over here in East Texas, all the way through South Carolina and Georgia and northern Florida. If you live in the marginal risk, this includes Phoenix, Arizona, Jacksonville, Florida, Tucson, Arizona, Kansas City, Missouri, New Orleans, Louisiana. Tornado probability, less than 2% all areas. Winds, 5% in the brown. This includes Jacksonville, Florida, Kansas City, Missouri, New Orleans, Louisiana, Omaha, Nebraska, Minneapolis, Minnesota, surrounding areas. Hail probability for your Saturday. This includes the same area: Jacksonville, Florida, Kansas City, Missouri, New Orleans, Louisiana, Omaha, Nebraska, Minneapolis, Minnesota for large hail. And we're going to take a look at sneak peek at day number 3 because it's pretty much just a general thunderstorm outlook forecast. But I would not be surprised to see a marginal risk maybe added later on. So this is pretty much what you get for your Sunday. Just mainly general thunderstorm from portion of New York State to the Florida Keys, all the way to Texas, all the way to Michigan and Wisconsin, all the way over to portions of North Dakota. Same over here in portions of Nevada and Montana, Wyoming, also into Utah, Colorado, Arizona, West Texas, New Mexico, and Southern California. All right. So that pretty much wraps up the severe weather. It looks like the severe weather is kind of easing down a little bit. But like I said, I would not be surprised. Maybe a marginal risk may be added to this forecast later on down the road. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well. Also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing, and we'll catch you back in the next one.